So, DC tries to help out comic book stores as well as Marvel, obviously getting caught trying to censor older issues. Not only that, but also a Marvel cover artist attacked over good art. Who's surprised, right? Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So we got a lot to cover today. So first off, I wanted to start with some good news, which is DC. So DC donates $250,000 to charity for comic book stores, Jim Lee to auction sketches. Now, that's really good during a trying time such as this, due to events that, can't be discussed, but I'll give credit to DC during these trying times actually finally deciding to do something to help out comic book stores. Considering that during this issue that's going on, right? Thing is, the stores are just going to be shutting down. You're going to see a lot of small business. It's not just comic book stores, but during the crisis of what's happening, there's going to be a lot of smaller stores that are just going to be closing down in general because they just can't keep themselves up, right? So it's good to at least see that DC is trying something here. Warner Media has announced that DC is donating $250,000 to the Book Industry Charitable Foundation aimed at helping comic book stores and their employees. In response to the ongoing issue that I can't talk about and its impact on the comic book direct market, DC is donating $250,000 to the Book Industry Charitable Foundation, BINC, to provide support for comic book retailers and their employees during this time of hardship and beyond, read Warner Media's statement. Now, I think this is a really good thing to try to help out the stores. And, considering the DC comics themselves, like the actual comics, it doesn't make as much for AT&T and Warner Media as you would think it would. And to see them actually pull off a charity, though, here, and do this, I think it's a really good thing, at least. I mean, I'll give them credit on that because, with the comic book stores in complete disarray due to everything that's going on, they need as much support as they can get. And so this is a good move. Also, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep a link here to this article so you can actually go to the auction page because there's a link here to that auction page. So I'm going to leave a link to the article. So if you want to help out, you want to try to buy original art, which these are like original sketches of DC characters. So if you want to try to buy some of this art, bid for it, then I will leave a link and you can check it out down below. Marvel Comics, though, let's talk about that for a minute. Marvel Comics pausing work and release of 1/3 of its May and June titles. Now, see, that's the thing about Marvel. Marvel has been very late notice on everything as of late when it comes to everything that they're doing. So it's like last minute to them. They've just been bringing up everything, which is another problem on their part because, they need to try to find ways after what happened with Diamond. Because Diamond is not shipping out any books now, which wouldn't be surprised if Diamond does not come back. But, we'll just see how that turns out. Marvel Entertainment is immediately pausing work on and the release of approximately 1/3 of its May and June comic book issues, a spokesperson confirmed for Newsarama. Marvel's respective said 15 to 20% of its solicited titles will be affected, as some of them are twice monthly in May and June. Yeah, I mean, who's really surprised? And like I was saying, with Diamond Comics, shutting their doors here, I don't think they're going to come back. That's the problem with a monopoly, because when you form a monopoly, well, with only one distributor, yeah, now they got to find ways to distribute comics. So there's that. But while we have Marvel finally stopping some of that for now, thing is, Marvel has been caught censoring older books. Marvel, you never learn, do you? So this was actually noticed by Dan Fraga, who's an artist, by the way. Dan Fraga did some of the art, and he noticed this, and so on his Twitter, he talked about it. So this is what Dan Fraga had to say. Issue 168 of Wolverine was the first issue Marvel decided to take away Logan's cigar. Instead of asking me to fix it, they had the bullpen fix it. I'd rather I had. Besides, Logan has a healing factor. See, what they're doing is they're trying to censor stuff like cigars and things like that because they don't want kids to smoke. But the thing is, kids don't read comics really anymore. That's kind of the thing there. But not only that, but take a look at this old comic, the original issue, and you see the cigar here, right? Now, when you think about Logan, Wolverine, he has a healing factor. So if he were to smoke or drink, he wouldn't get effects like cancer or, cirrhosis or anything like that, because his healing factor would be able to save him from that. And of course, now, then you look at the panel now, since they've censored it. This is only going to also make the older issues, well, more valuable, because now that they're censoring stuff like this means they're going to go back throughout all the old issues, I guarantee you, and censor anything they find risque or anything that they see as, we can't have that. So now this is going to make every older issue, well, probably bump up in price. I wouldn't be surprised. So be prepared to also see your beautiful female characters get censored too. I bet that's going to happen also. Any of those risque outfits, they'll probably censor them. I wouldn't be surprised. Get ready for that, everybody. Marvel. But Carlos Gomez, who is a cover artist for Marvel, he revealed his America Chavez design, and apparently fans deem it over-sexualized. Apparently, they hate his design. So, Carlos Gomez, interesting thing about him is that Carlos Gomez, while he works for Marvel and is a cover artist over there, unlike the other artists that work at Marvel, he actually isn't going on about politics. He's actually talking about comics. Now, isn't that something? He's doing the very thing he should be, talking about comics, because that's his job, as opposed to people like, I don't know, Chief and Editor C.B. Cebulski, who loves to talk about his foods, loves to stuff his mouth with all of his sandwiches, try to save, food shops over in New York. I mean, of course, he had to finally say something, but that was only whenever, it got so bad to that point. But, thing is, with the distribution of the comic book industry on the horizon, Marvel Comics has decided to face the apocalypse with 3 defiant declarations of boldness, bravery, and vision. The relaunch of the New Warriors, Children of the Atom, and a new America Chavez series. Because I can guarantee you right now, they're going to need more than internet gas to save themselves from the abomination that is known as the New Warriors. Am I right? While the New Warriors and Children of the Atom seem to be cut from the same unsellable cloth, the America Chavez, made in the USA book looked like it might have some life. It just depends. Really depends. But thing is, they don't seem to like the new design. The Puritans don't. The Puritans are, oh man, they're so mad over this. And, you look at this America Chavez design right here. It looks good. This is actually a good design. I like this. I think Carlos Gomez here did a great job on her. But here's the thing. Well, he did good, and he really likes it. Because, he was the guy who also worked on The Amazing Mary Jane, which I've heard some interesting things about it. Haven't read it, though, but I've heard interesting things. Thing is that, he knows how to draw a good female character. I mean, this looks good. But leave it to the Puritans to be angry and outraged. So take a look at this person. Let's talk America Chavez. Oh, of course. I'll say I like that she looks like a softer compared to the first draft, but I think I prefer the old jacket better if it's bruisier. It's like more distinct compared to the recent ones. Okay, so then get ready, because this is where the landslide of comments come. But whatever the result, it's just hard to get over how sexualized this is. He does say that this art doesn't reflect the tone of the series, and I really hope we're not getting anything close to this one panel. It's just inexcusable. Like, oh yeah, you're so offended because sexy woman bad. That's the way you see it. That's how these Puritans see it. They see it as sexy woman bad. They cannot stand an attractive female character. When he was announced as the artist, this was my big fear. America herself looks good, and she looks as strong and thick as she should. She also looks like a piece of meat. It might be a lot better in the book itself, but right now it's a red flag. Wait, you first say that you think she looks good, and then you're like, oh no, she's a piece of meat. Like, what? Make up your mind. Oh man, of course though. Of course they hate this design, because she's an attractive female character from how she's been drawn, so they hate it. This is conspiracy theory, but I wonder if Marvel chose this artist and the style specifically because it would appease comics gators. America Chavez is cool now. She's not like those silly SJW characters with their covered bodies and respect for women. You can read it too. Okay, so Carlos Maza posted his final MAC design for our upcoming solo, and yeah. Which, of course, they hate it. And, that's the thing. That is the thing. Sex sells. You have an attractive female character, attractive male characters. It's funny. They'll never complain about male characters. No, they'll never complain about attractive male characters. But if a female character is good looking, oh, they hate it. Of course they'd hate it. They can't stand attractive female characters. And in real life, there are women that have figures just like this. But they have to shame it because they don't like it. It literally looks like all her clothes are painted on her. Sigh. Have you ever read a comic? Have you ever seen superheroes? It looks like it's painted on them. Their costumes do. I mean, have you not ever read comics? Both men and women have costumes that look like it's painted on. I mean, come on. I hate how she's posed. Of course you would hate how she's posed. Of course. This is too much. She can be hella thick and not be sexualized like that. Guess we'll see. You see, that's the thing. If the female characters were like 250, 300 pounds, then of course I bet you there would be no complaints. But, that's the thing with America Chavez here, the way she's being drawn by, Carlos Gomez. They can't stand it. They hate it that she has a, good curvy figure. And like I said, there are women out there that look like that have good curvy figures. And that's my thought here. If they hate that, then, that's the thing. They're shaming women that have figures like that. So it's funny because, Puritans, what do? They say, oh, don't body shame. But then, of course, if it comes to a female character with a good body that's being drawn out like this, then, oh, man, we gotta shame it. That's the way they act. They freak out over it. See, that's my question. How do they react in person? Do they when they see a real woman that's curved like that, do they freak out and go, oh no, I can't be here? Do they freak out like that and run out the building? I mean, that's like the only way I could see this. I cannot see them being serious. I just see them basically freaking out and running away. Because, I mean, you think about it, I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, they just always contradict themselves. They're a bunch of hypocrites because the Puritans scream, about how, don't you dare body shame people. And then that's exactly what they're doing. They're, body shaming actual women that look like this. And, that makes you wonder, how do those women feel though? They don't think about that stuff though. That's the one thing. They don't care. And, here's the other thing. Plot twist, Puritans contradicting and being hypocritical, right? Oh, it's ridiculous. It's a madhouse. The insanity of the Puritans and just how they scream over just dumb things. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. But anyways, I'll be back again on Tuesday. Let me know what you think about these situations down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you're still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like if you enjoyed. Also, be sure to share this on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. Link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.